Slater wants to bring a ruthless streak to Gloucester, having learnt the art of trophy hunting at Leicester Tigers. The 29-year-old second row was part of a controversial swap deal which saw Johnny May join the Midlands club last summer. A Leicester man through and through, Slater hopes to instill a Tigerish attitude at his new home as Gloucester face Newcastle in the European Challenge Cup semi-final on Friday night. We want to make the final in Bilbao, he exclusively told Sportsmail. We don't want to lose sight of what is in front of us by thinking about making the top 4 or top 6 in the league. We are excited to make a final. I love this time of year, that was always instilled in me at Leicester. They kick in around February and March and think this is really what is it all about, never mind what you did in September, that didn't really matter, this is the exciting stuff. I will try and push that onto the squad. My opinion on trophies is that you want to be challenging for them. Whether it is the Champions or Challenge Cup, you don't get many opportunities to play in semi-finals. I want to play in finals. I am not getting any younger and am well aware I am now closer to the other side of the game than starting out. Any opportunity to try and win a trophy you have to take. I haven't won one since that Premiership title in 2013. It was a good year, a good memory and one that I cherish, so if I get another opportunity to win, the hunger is there. And the Gloucester captain hailed the influence of South African head coach Johan Ackerman, who joined at the same time as Slater last summer. For me his personal skills are up there with the best, he said. His man management, if you want to call it that, and is his general understanding and reading of a situation. He is very consistent with us whether we play really well or really poorly. He is a man with good morals, good standards and wants you to take risks. He backs you to take risks and I think that pays off with a lot of players. They are benefiting from the confidence he gives them. He is not a man that will shout and thrash if he does not see what he wants. He is very constructive. I really like that and appreciate that as a player. Sometimes the easiest thing to do is shout, rant and lose your head, but actually you get a lot more out of the squad being calm, consistent. That is where he had really stood out. And he believes playing in the Challenge Cup final in Bilbao come May could be a catalyst for more sustained success at Kingsholm. We are obviously challenging for a top 4, top 6 in the league, which I think is the minimum standard for the club, he said. I do think the side still needs a little bit more experience. In games this year when we have really needed to get a result we have not quite put in an 80-minute performance. I still think there is a lot more to come and we are not there yet. I think the talent in the squad is brilliant. There are as good players as I have ever seen in the squad, so if you can combine that with a bit of experience, which is really important at the top end of the table, then I think the club can really push on. The club has got the supporters, it is a lovely part of the country, people like to come here, so that side of things is good. It is just the players putting that onto the pitch and making it work. We have got the talent in the squad, I really believe that. I just think that little extra bit of experience. You look at all great sides, like Sarries and Exeter at the moment. They have had a couple of seasons where they have pushed and then finally cracked it. Maybe we are still pushing a little bit and finding out what our limits are. We have not reached anywhere near our full potential. While Slater is in storming form for the Cherry and Whites, the uncapped Lock has given up waiting by the phone for an England call. He captained the midweek England side in New Zealand against the Crusaders back in 2014, but has not appeared since. I would be loved to be capped for England, but I know for my mental sanity that it is better to park it, he added. As far as I am concerned, England is done and dusted. When I did my ACL on the 2014 tour, that was my opportunity to get into the team, because I was running quite well into the that disrupted things for a year and then I kind of fell into the 1,500-man World Cup squad in 2015 and quickly got dropped out of that, and from there it was a no-goer. It took me a long time to recover from that knee injury, not just physically, but mentally. I was not quite at the races and I missed my opportunity. George Kruis is a good example of taking an opportunity. I dropped out of that squad and he came in that autumn and did really well for England, and now still plays for them. I dipped in for 2 weeks in the 2016 Six Nations, so Eddie Jones probably didn't like what he saw. That is okay with me, that's the way it is.